Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I've never understood people wanting to come to a new country and bring all the culture they had at their previous country to this new country. Why wouldn't you just want to stay where your culture is if you really want to bring it with you so bad? It's never made sense to me.
I want to see every single woman in this country covered from head to toe. I want to see the hand of the thief cut. I want to see adultery. I want to see Sharia law in Europe, and I want to see it in America as well.
All right. Okay. Some very, very, very... Okay. Why not just stay where that's a thing, though?
The only thing I would say is that in America and in the United Kingdom, democracy...
backwards one.
But it's a system that allows the people to choose what they want and allows people freedom.
So why can't I choose Sharia? When in Rome, overthrow...
I mean, you can just go to a country that supports it.
In your home, you can do whatever you want.
But what about in the public? Why can't I tell you to cover up? Am I free to say that?
Because it would be...
No, close your eyes. Why? I've never understood that, why women have to cover up. Don't look.
Outrageous.
So where's my freedom? Where's my freedom?
You can say it to me, but
okay, so cover up. Wear the hijab.
No. The thing is, it's your freedom to say it, but you're trying to take someone else's freedom and tell them what to do. That's what I don't think these guys get. This was at, I think it was just like a meeting in Plano or something.
Is alive, well, and operating in Plano, Texas.
I'm going to speed it up just a
little
bit.
Right now, as I speak, there is an existing Sharia-adherent enclave run by the East Plano Islamic Center in my congressional district. It's been functioning for 12 years, right in our midst.
Wow, that's a long time.
This is not a hypothetical or future threat. It is here, now, and operational. Let me lay out exactly what already exists in Plano today under EPIC's control. 74 homes sold exclusively to Muslims affiliated with EPIC. No outsiders permitted. A massive mega mosque serving as the central anchor of the enclave. Sharia-adherent Islamic schools indoctrinating the next generation.
That's not good.
Oh, by the way, we believe that the girls disappear at a certain point. A medical clinic, multiple businesses, an Islamic financing institution, providing Sharia-compliant financing that rejects conventional American banking principles.
What?
Most alarming of all, according to a former senior Plano law enforcement official, there is speculation that there are unattended deaths in this Muslim-only community that are not being reported as required under state law. That is, individuals in this community die, as is natural, and first responders are never being called to the scene. And let me be clear, not reporting a death is a crime under Texas state law.
Yeah, exactly.
And my office is going to follow every lead we have on this to ensure American law is being followed. The bottom line, this is no ordinary neighborhood. It is a parallel society, a de facto Sharia enclave, operating in defiance of full assimilation into American law, situated immediately adjacent to the very law enforcement facilities meant to protect our communities.
This is my main thing about this, dude. This is my main thing. They never assimilate, bro. They never assimilate. They come in, they want to change the rules. They want to make Texas what they have at home. Bro, if you move to a different country, you have to assimilate to what the country does. It's not the other way around. This is the problem with the level of freedom that we have, is people think that they can change things that they don't like. It's like, bro, this is the way it is.
Alarmingly, as a matter of fact, a pattern of Islamic centers being built next to police training facilities is emerging. There's also one in Irving, Texas. Intimidation is clearly the intent. EPIC is phase one of a broader strategy. Epic City, a proposed 400-acre Muslim-only housing development,
that's massive,
now rebranded as the Meadow, to deflect scrutiny and public opposition, is phase two. While this larger proposed development remains in the planning stages, with no construction underway, it is far from resolved. As of March 2026, developers continue pushing forward, submitting plat applications, refiling despite rejections, and facing ongoing legal battles. Collin County has paused or rejected plans due to deficiencies, missing documentation, and incomplete submissions. State investigations led by Governor Greg Abbott, Attorney General Ken
Dude, what is Greg Abbott doing, bro?
Paxton, and agencies like the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality have secured court orders, including a recent temporary restraining order in March blocking illegal utility district maneuvers.
I think this will be the downfall of Greg Abbott. If it really gets out that he's supporting this, which he's got to be because he's the governor, and we're one of the only states that, I think the only state that's letting a lot of this mass migration come in, I think his time is ticking, bro.
Federal probes, such as HUD's Active Fair Housing Act investigation into potential religious discrimination, add significant pressure. Yet the developers persist, rebranding and refiling to wear down resistance. Make no mistake, the enemy is inside the gates, building exclusive zones, enforcing foreign codes, and seeking to grow despite every obstacle. Sharia does not assimilate.
It doesn't.
It dominates and conquers.
Exactly, dude.
America welcomes people of every faith who come to live under our Constitution and assimilate into our society.
Facts,
but
dude.
we will never tolerate a system that creates submission-based enclaves, exclusive housing markets, or fortresses overlooking our police academies. This is why our caucus continues to grow rapidly. This is why Texans passed Proposition 10 by a 95% landslide to ban Sharia in Texas. And that is why we must remain vigilant at every level, local, state, and federal. Mr. Speaker, the American people demand that we defend the rule of law, not allow its gradual erosion. Sharia
I 100% agree.
has no place in Plano. Sharia has no place in Texas. Sharia has no place in America. I urge every colleague who values American sovereignty to join the Sharia Free America Caucus today. Let us defend the West. Let us defend our freedoms. Let us defend American sovereignty. And I yield back the balance of my time.
Dude, solid, man. Solid. Nah, dude, yeah, we can't let this happen. The one thing you also can't let happen is you not downloading free cash. You need to scan this QR code, and you need to go sign up and play mobile games and get paid, brother, man. The cool thing about it is you can scan that QR code, and you'll get $10 on me. $10 on me. This is what one of the guys in the Discord said. Hey, Levi, this is Eric from my Discord. In case you need more evidence that free cash is legit, I've been using free cash for a year and a half. Here are my total earnings. It's paid for a lot of furniture around my home. He's made $2,300 and 637 offers. So, simple. Scan the QR code, click the link in the description. If you do it today, you will get $10 on me. Don't say I never did nothing for you, chat. Don't say I never did nothing for you. $10 on me if you go sign up today. Stick around to the end. I got another, we're going to make this kind of like a recurring thing. I got another cologne for you guys. It's a Louis Vuitton Imagination dupe. It's really good. Really, really good. And it's cheap. You know, I only rep the cheapies. I don't like the expensive stuff. The designer ones piss me off. They're too expensive. Lucky, free. Sit. Shake. Good boy. Wait. Free. Good boy. Go to your place. All right. All right. Go ahead and get that, dude. Go ahead and get that. So here's another thing. This is a bombshell in Texas. Retired police lieutenant Douglas Deaton just blew the lid off the East Plano Islamic Center's epic Sharia enclave that's been operating in Plano, Texas. In an explosive public testimony, Deaton warned Texas officials that this wasn't some future plan. It's already happening, and worse, it's being replicated on a massive scale just outside Dallas. 74 homes sold only to Muslims affiliated with the Epic, a massive mega mosque, Sharia-adherent Islamic schools, UIF Corporation offering only Sharia-compliant financial services, a fortress-like home built beside the Plano Police Academy, overlooking SWAT vehicles, bomb trucks. The owner, a senior Epic leader and co-founder of the controversial Yaqeen Institute. Sorry, you're hearing baby Nick's crying there. She goes nuts before nap time. I urge everyone to visit their website. All right, let's get into this. What do we got?
My name is Douglas Deaton, and I'm a resident of Collin County. I retired from the Plano Police Department after 26 years of full-time law enforcement service, and I dealt with representatives of Epic many times when I was the sergeant for the Plano Police Department, the training sergeant for the Plano PD. There seems to be a general misunderstanding that we're talking about a plan to build an Islamic Sharia-friendly community. The Epic neighborhood already exists in Plano. It's been there for nearly 12 years, with 74 residential properties, a massive mosque, schools, a medical clinic, and multiple businesses. It also has an office of an Islamic financing institution called the UIF Corporation. The UIF Corporation is not a bank. It's a Michigan-based corporation whose publicly stated purpose is to, quote, engage in financial transactions that are Sharia compliant, end quote. Those are their words, not mine. The local government officials south of here have known for years that only Muslims can purchase homes inside that neighborhood. You have to be a member of their mosque to live there. The first house built in that neighborhood was built right next to the Plano Police Academy. It's a huge structure with 2 separate front doors. The rear of the property is just a few feet from a large outdoor warning siren. The house has a large second-story platform overlooking the restricted access parking lot where the police department stored specialized vehicles such as bomb trucks, bomb disposal equipment, and the SWAT team's armored vehicle. I am a court-recognized expert in SWAT team tactics and procedures. That house has all the hallmarks of a fortress and a command post. The rear of the house looks a lot like an observation post and a shooting platform. Why would somebody choose to build a house so close to a giant warning siren and a police training site? Why would someone build a huge platform overlooking all those specialized police emergency vehicles? The first owner of that house is a leader in the Epic neighborhood, and he is also the co-founder of the Yaqeen Institute for Islamic Research.
Bro, that ain't no coincidence. That is planned, brother.
And I urge everyone to visit their website and read what it has to say about instituting Sharia law. This is not a matter of radicals hiding in plain sight. They're not hiding. They've been open about their beliefs and their intent. Local government decision makers have failed to ask hard questions for fear of negative publicity and being labeled as bigots. I'm not here to spread innuendo or to make unfounded accusations. I'm asking everyone to simply look at the evidence and the confirmed facts that are already in existence.
That's crazy. Built a platform over it so that they can see all the vehicles? Man, Plano is going to be New Delhi before you know it. It's not looking good. This is wild. Retired cop Douglas just exposed a 12-year-old Sharia setup plan. What is this? Is this the building? Good Lord, that is huge. Thought that was a church. So what is this? Phase 2, Epic City on 400 acres near Dallas. Shut it down before it spreads. That's getting bad. This is getting bad. What is this? Wait, this, okay, this is a video of, this is Philadelphia. This is Philly? What? Bro, this dude got the stance and the boots and everything. He's killing me with that. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is wild. Muslim city in Texas has no building permits and violates multiple laws.
In part by that statement, but also in part by information. Well, in part by that statement, but also in part by information that we've gathered, there appear to be multiple violations that have taken place here. One is information has been provided to investors that appears to be misleading. Another is they appear to be in violation of fair housing laws. Also, we found that, you know, they talk about doing all this building, but they don't have any building permits to actually do any building, and they have challenges even getting those building permits. Believe this or not, we've even received information that they may have been conducting a funeral home without legal authority. Bottom line, Laura, is that there so many questions arose, especially information that we received, that led us to need to call the elite Texas Rangers to conduct a criminal investigation.
Bro, Greg Abbott, this is happening under your nose, and it's always funny how this stuff happens in, you know, it's happening in Dallas, but it's not happening in Austin. It's not going down in Austin, bro. Greg Abbott made sure of that. It's not happening there. But it sure is happening in Dallas where he ain't, because you know where Greg Abbott lives. He lives in Austin. He don't live in Dallas, nowhere near Dallas. And so Greg Abbott saying all that, it just makes me be like, but you're the one that okayed a lot of this stuff. What are you talking about? It's like starting a fire and being like, hey, there's a fire over there. Hey, you guys should really watch out. You'll get burnt if you like. You see where the fire is. Like, really, just be careful over there. I know I created it and started that fire, but like, whoa, oh my God, there's a fire. You guys should really be careful. What is going on, bro? What is going on? This is crazy. All right, let's switch gears here. I regret to inform you there's an organization called the Association for Fat Acceptance. Big bag. And they're practicing fat defiance in 2026. Didn't have this on my bingo card.
How are you practicing fat defiance in 2026?
I am eating everything at the buffet.
I've been practicing fat defiance for many, many years.
We can tell. You don't acquire such a build over just a couple days.
In 2026, well, I'm going to keep doing that by continuing to lead NAFA and civil rights work. I'm also going to do it by wearing whatever I want to, at whatever size I happen to be in 2026. Bigger, smaller, same, whatever.
Smaller. I'll take things that'll never happen for $1,000. Smaller.
It is. That's how I'm defying this.
Why are we still wearing diapers? What is up with this, dude? Like COVID's over. It's done. Why are you still wearing a diaper on your face?
Standards of being told what I'm supposed to do with my body and doing what I want to do with my body. And I know that's
awesome. Good job.
right.
Fat joy. Lots of fat joy in 2026. It's all about community and fat joy.
Fat joy.
Well, I'm a fat
That's what I used to call my coworker, you know? Oh, that's fat joy.
physician working in weight inclusive care, and I'm the program director for ASIM, which is Association for Weight and Inclusive Medicine. So that's the defiance that
weight inclusive medicine. What?
I'm increasing my fat community. I am
increasing. There's a lot of things you guys are increasing. Calories is one.
loving on fat people. I am loving to get to know people like you.
Wearing a straight up bed sheet. Wearing curtains.
And other fat amazing people out there. Like existing.
What the fart is this?
Just being and knowing that I'm a bad bitch.
What? Period. You're not bad. You're fat. That's it.
Period. I am living authentically. I am...
Yeah, clock it. That's what that means. Clock it. Living authentically? You're living fat.
Exploring fashion and
FatCon? That's what this is?
different ways and taking up space.
Fashion in different ways, wearing different colored bed sheets. Is that what that is?
Physically, emotionally,
Taking up space physically, mainly, not really emotionally.
yeah, I'm here, letting it all hang out.
Yeah.
I am donating
Golly, you're donating some fat?
to NAFA and FatCon. You too can practice your fat defiance by joining a NAFA pod for just $5 a month.
Is it me, or is it like they all out of breath just talking?
However much you can. It is a huge act of fat defiance to put your money towards great causes where we are creating fat community and creating change in the world like these organizations are doing.
I think it's just being more confident in myself and like being confident in taking up space and not apologizing for it. And that's both
Taking up space and not apologizing for it. Bro, if I'm on the plane sitting next to your big back self and you're not apologizing because you're pouring and leaking over into my seat, I'm going to think you're rude. Okay, I'm going to just keep it at that way. I think people over 500 pounds should have to buy 2 plane tickets. That's just me, bro.
like physically and that's digitally and making sure that people know that this is normal.
This weekend has really made me
Making it where people think this is normal. No, it's not. It's not normal to be 400 pounds, dude.
feel even more of that, and seeing everybody wearing what they want, doing what they want, and not worrying about what anyone thinks. I think letting go of perceptions and expectations from society or other people around you and just doing what makes you feel good is really the most impactful to me and has helped me grow and gain confidence and feel joy every day.
Yes, love that. Thank you.
Thank you.
How dare fat people be like, I look good, smell good,
Feel good.
body good.
Oh, brother, pick a struggle. You know what I mean? Goodness gracious, just the victim Olympics. Okay, so apparently the chick, this one is hard to watch. Christina Cock, however you say her name, forgot her lines and froze on stage. These actors need to research their lines more. This is the chick that I think was just in a space or whatever.
Necessarily just Earth. It was all the blackness around it. Earth was just this lifeboat hanging undisturbingly in the universe.
Stupid.
Uh-oh. So I may have not learned, I know I haven't learned everything that this journey has yet to teach me. But there's one new thing I know, and that is
that you're an idiot.
Planet Earth, you are a crew.
Brother, what? We sent you to space and that's what you came back with, dude? That's what you came back with? What?
Yeah, super attractive women have the same conversation with people over and over again, and you blame them for being boring.
Right, where are you from? Hey, you come around here a lot? What's going on?
Yeah, it's the same conversation again and
Yeah.
again and again.
Yeah.
I always think, like, I always noticed that. My friend Roisin Connerty pointed this out to me. She said, really, really attractive people, like gorgeous supermodels, speak very, very slowly because no one has ever interrupted them.
Ha ha ha.
Like, I speak quick because I'm rocking this. I go, quick, come on, let's get something going here.
That, dude, that's so true. I'm kind of the same way. Anytime I hear somebody talking, I'm like, get to the point, hurry up. And I guess that's because of me. Like, always having to fight for the attention, you know?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point, right? And also, you probably value your opinion way too highly because no one would ever question your ability to form a sentence or to figure something out because they want to have sex with you.
Yeah, so this is how horoscopes got big. Because incredibly attractive women spoke about their horoscope and no one went, this sounds like some bullshit.
It's so true. Jimmy Carr's onto a point. People actually listen to really attractive people. This is a clip of Clavicular in his new 60 Minutes documentary.
I think that young men are arguably living in the worst dating market that has ever existed, with how bad hypergamy is, with a lot of the tendencies of modern women. So I would say it's kind of my mission to not only raise awareness to this, but sort of bring about a solution instead of just the typical red pill complaining and that sort of thing that you see.
I knew this would happen. I'm struggling to understand exactly what you mean by any of that. What is your opinion of women?
What is my personal opinion of women? Well, I don't really think that's even relevant to the point I just made. I would say that it's all pretty statistically backed, right? So we take a look at all the stats that are released by like the online dating apps, and how the bottom 80% of women are going for the top 20% of the profiles on there. So even that's enough to kind of justify that hypergamy is a real thing.
Hypergamy is 100% a real thing, and I think it's more of, and put a 1 in the chat if you agree, I think it's not even 80-20 anymore. I think it's closer to probably 95-5. I think women are getting pickier and pickier and pickier, and it's getting worse and worse in the dating market, and guys now have to do, like, the whole inflation is crazy. Men today have to do 10x what their grandpa did to get their grandma. That's just the reality of it. Now you have to be tall, you have to be handsome, you have to have a lot of money, you have to be not just entertaining, but you got to be funny. You got to have a good personality. You got to be confident. You got to have swag. You got to have all these things that your grandpa really didn't have to have. Your grandpa didn't have to have money when he met your grandma. He didn't. And my thing is when my grandpa met my grandmother, he was 16, she was 13, and then they married when he was 21 and she was 19, and they had their first kid. So they dated for a while, right? Or I think they might have even married when they was 19 and 16. I can't remember. Point still stands, right? When he met her, he was a nobody. 16 years old. Bro, I don't know about you guys. When I was 16, I didn't know nothing. I was green behind the ears. I was not a productive citizen. I didn't have my job was working at Kroger's bagging groceries. I wasn't making no coin. I didn't have nothing. But my grandparents fell in love with each other when they were both nobodies. And they built an empire together, and they had 4 beautiful children, and I've got aunts and uncles and tons of cousins and my mom and, etc. And they met each other when they was nobodies. The only thing my grandpa had was that he was a little bit older. That was it. And he was a hustler. You know, he used to peddle drugs and stuff. Like, this is back in the day when you could go to the pharmacy and they would give the medications to a kid and he would peddle the drugs to people. And then he was a milkman for like 30-something years. But you can't do that anymore with HIPAA and everything like that. You can't just give a kid oxycodone and be like, all right, Timmy, take it to Rebecca, take it to Miss Gladys. It's not going to happen. Timmy's going to end up selling those oxycodone on the street. That's what's going to end up happening. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to end well, bud. But my grandparents met when they was nobodies. Now you don't even see people trying to date seriously in high school. A lot of the times you don't. Sometimes in college. I live in an area where there's a Christian university, multiple Christian universities, and a lot of times these Christian universities, people will be dating for marriage at a very early age, and say 19 to 22. Oh my God, it sounds like RFK. But you don't really see that commonly in the States anymore. I mean, heck, I didn't have my first kid till I was 35. Think about that. A lot of people, by the time they're 35, have a 15-year-old. My grandparents did. You know, I think my grandmother had my mom when she was like 24, 25, which was late back in the day. That's late. That's liggity late. Late. My mom had me when she was 28. But now people are having kids in their 30s. It's a lot different time, right? But I think clavicular's point to hypergamy, yeah, it's 100% real. But I think the one thing you can do as men is, instead of, this is why I've talked about the green pill, which is the gentleman pill. The green pill is realizing that the red pill took it too far. And even though I do consider myself still some red pill tendencies, but the one thing I don't have with the red pill is the disdain and the hatred for the women, which I feel like a lot of the red pill now, like with the manosphere, it's like women are subhuman. You should treat them with a certain level of, you know, they're idiots, they're dishwashers. I don't think that's the case. I think women can be a very beautiful addition to a man and a very beautiful addition to a family. I mean, hell, you can't even have kids without them. And so if you look at it in a way of let's build something great together, you can have something like your grandparents had, which is what I've always strived for. The gold standard for a relationship is what my grandmother and my grandfather had. That's what I'm going for. They were together for 65 years and they, you know, had a fantastic life, built tons of great memories, got their kids, raised them out, got them out the house, traveled the world. Like they did what you should do. Raise your kids right, send them off into the world. None of them got in trouble. None of them were drug addicts. And then go enjoy the fruits of your labor. That's what I want to do. And I think it's a beautiful thing to have a nuclear family. And I think that's how we bring back a level of sanity into this world, is by bringing back the nuclear family, which is why I've talked about the green pill, the gentleman pill, right? Treating women with respect, but also knowing that hypergamy is very real. It's very real. So with that being said, you have to go out and be the best version of yourself. You have to. You have to be in shape. You got to have your money right. You got to have your mind right. You got to be confident. You got to be funny. You got to be charismatic. These are all things that women want men to have out the box now. Just like men want women to be fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive, and have no children. That's something that all men, I would say, agree with me, that they want that in a woman. They care about what's in that mirror and what's on that scale. Ship it an eye, shut up on a Honda, put it on a t-shirt. These are things that men care about. So knowing that, and knowing that you need to be your best self if you want to go acquire a woman that's at least on your level, or maybe even above if you have enough personality. Because I believe the beauty of the woman that you can acquire is a direct correlation in the personality that you have as a man. If you have a good personality, like for me, I'm 60 to 70% personality and 40%, 30% looks. People don't look at me and go, oh, wow, he's just, what? No, people don't do that. People aren't stopping me. Guess what? Guess how many times I've been asked to model? 0. Guess how many covers of Vogue I've been on? 0. Not a male model. I'm an okay looking dude. I'm an average dude. Rate me in the comments right now. I think I'm a 6 all day at my best. 6'2", 185. But as a guy, you need to know that your personality does matter more in the dating market than your looks do. But your looks now are creeping up. I feel like it used to be maybe 70% personality, 30% looks. Now I feel like it's almost 60% personality and 40% looks. And maybe in the future it'll be 50-50. Your height plays a big factor, which is something you're not given. So do what you can to increase that as much as possible. That's one big up there. There's a lot of shoes right now that are giving guys 2.5 inches and 3 inches. And trust me right now, 3 inches is a lot. So if you can raise your height at least a little bit, that's great. Get your weight down. I'm not even saying you got to go to the gym all the time, but get your weight down. If you can weight lift a couple days out of the week, you can get your weight down and then use these insoles and things like that to appear a little bit taller. And then when you go to your barber, ask them, hey, what kind of haircut fits my face shape? That's why on my website, go to levinicks.com. On my website, I have a 4 Steps to Style ebook that breaks down every single thing. It has like everything from, where's it at? 4 Steps to Style. This ebook right here. 4 Steps to Style. It has everything from your body type and fit, your personal style, the occasion, and color palettes. And I have a ton of style guides there. Style guides from everything of like, what kind of sunglasses should you wear? Because a lot of guys will pop on sunglasses that don't even fit their face shape. A lot of guys will get it. So if you think about it this way, you get a haircut that doesn't fit your face shape, you have sunglasses that don't fit your face shape, and then you're wearing a color palette that doesn't accentuate your features, bro, you're operating at a mad deficit. Why do you think I wear black so much, chat? Because black is good on dark features. You don't see me wear a lot of pastel colors and blues and yellows, and I wear a lot of black. Black is like an authority color, and so I wear it all the time. That's why before I even wore this shirt, you see me wearing a short sleeve, it's a black short sleeve. If I don't wear this, I'm wearing the suit, it's a black turtleneck. I wear black so much. But it's an authority color, and it goes well with my features. It goes well with my facial hair, my dark brown eyes. It just looks good on me. And if I don't wear that, I'll wear something like a dark olive, like an olive color. It goes really, really well with like hazel eyes and dark features. But you're not going to see me walking around wearing yellow. I don't own a single yellow shirt. I'll wear a lot of greens. I wear a lot of creams, blacks. Those are the colors I wear. All right, let's get to this dupe I was telling you guys about. The dupe I'm going to talk to you guys about today is Marwa by Arabat Prestige. It's funny that we're talking about Muslims and stuff, and now I'm talking about this Arabic fragrance. They make good fragrances. Arabat, I can't even say it. Arabaya, whatever. Marwa. This is an imagination dupe. It smells darn near 1-to-1. So really soupy, citrusy, lemon, ginger, I'd say, and even like some bergamot. So if you guys like bergamot, and it's super cheap. You can get it, I think, for it's like maybe 30 or 40 bucks on Amazon or Joma Shop. I'll have it in the description if you guys want to get it. But this is a great imagination dupe. LV Imagination is probably one of the most popular like summer fragrances. So if summer's around the corner, this is a great one. Arabiat Prestige. Great fragrance. I absolutely love it. The projection's crazy on that. I could probably get like 8 to 10 hours on that. It's good for the gym, and it's good for every day when it comes to summer, because it's about to be hot. And you don't want to wear something heavy and hot when it's really, really hot outside. You want to wear something light like lemon, ginger, bergamot. This is the kind of fragrance you want to wear during the summer. But ain't that right, Lokes?
Won't they do?
But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's always good to have you guys out, man. Until next time, peace.